Today we're going to dive into a really fascinating ancient spiritual practice. It's something from the Torah that's said to be directly connected to our livelihood, our finances, our sense of security. It's basically a blueprint for trust that people have been turning to for thousands of years.
To really get this, we first have to understand that this wasn't just one guy's opinion. Nope, this promise is seriously rooted in Jewish tradition.
And just look at the heavy hitters backing this up. The Jerusalem Talmud promises your needs will be met. Then you have the Tashbetz Katan, and he goes even further, actually writing, "And I am a guarantor." I mean, wow, that is some serious confidence. And get this, as a little bonus, the number of words in the text is 486, which is the exact numerical value of the Hebrew word for bread, pas. Kinda cool, right?
Okay, but here is where we have to get really clear. If you're starting to think this is some kind of spiritual vending machine, put a prayer in, get cash out, you are totally missing the point.
The Hebrew word for this kind of thing is a segulah. And a segulah is not a magic trick, it's not hocus pocus, it's a spiritual action, sure, but it's designed to draw down divine blessing by changing you on the inside.
And this chart nails the difference perfectly. The common mistake is to see it as transactional, right? You do the action, you get the result. That's the vending machine. But the true meaning is all about relationship. It's about creating an inner transformation, about learning a blueprint for real trust.
The great Hasidic master, the Sustenance, just captured this so perfectly. When somebody asked him for a powerful segulah, he basically said the greatest one is just to be my treasure, to stay close to God. It was never, ever about techniques. It has always been about the relationship.
So to understand what that relationship looks like, we've got to go back to the source. We have to talk about the incredible story of the man. Okay, so picture this. After the whole exodus from Egypt, the Jewish people are stuck in this barren desert. No farms, no grocery stores, no Amazon delivery, nothing. And yet for 40 years, God fed millions of people with this miraculous food that just appeared every single morning. This forced them into a state of total daily dependence on the divine. And the whole point of that 40-year lesson was this, right here. It was seared into the nation's consciousness. Our ultimate sustenance doesn't come from our jobs, or our brilliant ideas, or our hard work. It comes directly from the source of all blessing.
And that right there brings us to the real secret sauce, the engine that makes this entire practice work. It's not about just saying the words, it's about internalizing one single core concept, faith.
All right, now here comes the big aha moment. When the people first saw this weird stuff on the ground, they asked a super simple question in Hebrew, man hu. It just means, what is this?
In the desert. But what in the world does it have to do with us, right here, right now? Well, the answer is everything.
Just take a second and really think about your own life. You ever get that unexpected job offer right when you needed it? Or a check shows up in the mail at the perfect time? Or help just appears out of nowhere? We have all had these moments. That, my friends, is your modern-day Manna.
The Noam Elimelech points out a crucial detail in the original Hebrew text. God doesn't say, I will rain bread, or I rained bread in the past. He says, Hineni mamtir, behold, I am raining bread. It's in the present tense, and that's the whole key. The flow of sustenance is constant. It's happening right now.
So let's bring this all home. The goal of this whole practice, it's not about getting rich. It's about enriching our relationship with the one who provides everything.
Why not just give them enough for a whole year? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai explains it's because God wanted us to have a reason to turn to Him every single day. It forces us into a daily, conscious relationship.
So the ultimate takeaway is really this. The promise was never, I reigned in the past tense. It is, I am reigning, an active, present, ongoing reality. Reciting Parashas HaMahn isn't really about your income. It's about your relationship. It's about plugging into that reality every single day.